These awards are hugely important. There's no more inspiring night to come to in the industry. To celebrate this work, to celebrate the work the freelancers do, but also celebrate the work that the Rory Peck Trust does, which is so valuable and so important. It's an inspiring night and it's a privilege to be here.
They are the only awards in the world that honour the work of freelance cameramen and camerawomen in news and current affairs. There is no other time when these people are honoured and recognised.
We need people on the ground more than ever who will tell us what the facts are, and incontrovertible facts, preferably with video, with audio, with first-hand accounts. These people who do these amazing things are more important to us in the hated mainstream media than ever before, but they're just important in their own right.
When you start to contemplate the risks that they are taking to get these stories communicated in a world which often wants to have its ears and eyes closed, it is vital that we honour them, particularly in a world where this post-truth era is weighing all very heavily on our shoulders, and the freelancers in some of these dreadful situations are now our eyes and our ears, and they are the tellers of the truth that many people don't want to hear. So we need them more than ever, and we need to support them more than ever.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the Rory Peck Awards for 2016.
I'm delighted to announce that the winner is Will Vasilakis.
This film basically looks at refugees at two geographical areas in Greece, at their point of entry in Greece through the Aegean Sea. Further on, I carry on their route up north to the borders of Greece with the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. The message I'm hoping is to portray migrants in a dignified way. I did not want to show them any different. I really respect my subject, and that's what I hope comes across to the viewers, respect and dignity. It means everything to me. As a freelancer, getting this vote of confidence from the Rory Peck Trust, it means that I can carry on. It's the only thing us freelancers can get, this pat on the back from someone.
And the winner of this year's Rory Peck Award for News Features is Marco Salustro.
As the militia deal out the rest of the food, some of the migrants explain the conditions they've been living in.
The film was about the effects of the European Union policy about migration. Libyan government answered promising they will deal with the flow. Actually, what happens? They just start to arresting black people in the country to show they are able to stop them. What we see in the film is a situation of absolutely chaos when migrants are used by militia, rough militia, not recognized by anyone, to threaten the government and get money and power. And this actually affects of our governments and policy. It's really an honor and to be welcomed like this from the Rory Peck Trust and to speak in front of this incredible audience. There are a lot of journalists that really admire and inspire me in my career to listen to me. And it's really, I have no words, absolutely incredible.
An honor to present this year's Martin Adler's Prize to someone who embodies what it means to make a difference in today's conflicted world. Angel Istek Alju.
This is really amazing. I mean, but in the other hand, I mean, this could be another person, another woman. I'm so happy for that because the fixers, they are the ones who really show you where to turn, where to stop, where to go, where to talk, where to, finish. So I think without fixers, journalists, the foreign journalists, they cannot get what they need in the field, so without the fixers. So it's important. It's a teamwork.
I am delighted and honored to announce the winner of the 2016 Sony Impact Award for Current Affairs goes to Marcel Messeltiefen.
براميل في ألمانيا في براميل؟
أبدا ولا في طيارات بس طيارات سفرية.
It was 3 years of my life following a family through one of the most difficult parts, and I got very close to them. I think documentary filmmaking is one of the most unbelievable experience if you're able to gain people's trust, to sneak into their life, and this makes our profession so beautiful.
It's a film that talks about refugees with a very simple idea why refugees come to Europe. He was in Aleppo in a very dangerous moment, feeling the fear that the people, the civilians, were feeling down there. It's a very dangerous situation. The Rory Peck is always helping us in any matters and in any ways. It's very nice to feel that we have someone, looking after us, and we appreciate it very much.
All of us, find it very important, the work that the freelancers are bringing forward. They're bringing stories that really moves us, and the impact that have on us, how they cover the political picture or other personal stories is of importance of the world to see that.
To be part of these extraordinary awards in their 21st year is a real privilege, and one of the greatest privileges was to look at the films that came in as the entries to each of the categories, because they were just some of the most compelling pieces of journalism I've ever watched, whether it was from Sierra Leone in the midst of the Ebola crisis, or whether it was in Iraq as the security forces were trying to tackle ISIS, or whether it was an extraordinary insight into a Syrian family fleeing the horror of Aleppo and travelling to Germany. I mean, they were all films that will just never leave you once you've watched them, so it was a real honour to be here tonight.
You cannot watch those films and not feel absolutely devastated. And that's the weird sort of push-pull of the Rory Pecks, because on the one hand, it is harrowing and painful and heartbreaking and devastating to see these incredibly powerful, blistering, searing films that get to the heart of some of the ugliest sides of humanity. And then on the other hand, there's a sense of joyous celebration of this family of journalists who support each other and encourage each other and celebrate each other. To have people out there who are willing to toil for endless time on a single subject who might otherwise not have any voice, and give them a voice and shine a light on them. It's beautiful.
All the freelancers who are here tonight work in really tough environments and tough conditions to bring us those stories, and I think what I would like to say to them is, we recognise that you have real difficulty sometimes doing these stories. We recognise your courage in tackling these stories and staying with them. We most of all want to say to you, well, please, do it safely. We'll help you as far as we can. Do it safely, and please just don't stop telling the stories. We need them.